Hey there, everybody. PTPOP here with All for Lowe's My Brain, securely bound behind my back. And today, I'm going to for viewer comments, citing stuff I know. First, before I get to that, I'd like to ask you all to support my channel. You can do that in one very easy way. Completely easy and completely free, and all that is, give me the thumbs up, the snooter. Hit the subscribe button and just say hi and just pass the word on and let people know I'm out there. And if you'd like to help me out financially, become a member here to see behind the scenes videos and pictures, or become a Patreon member. It's great. Today's show is sponsored by Skating Bear Studios. Skating Bear Studios is your one-stop shop for voiceover services, video production, photography. Check it out at skatingbearstudios.com. All right, so let's get over to the comments here to go from there. So what I want to say, I want to thank everybody. I have reached 9,000 subscribers. It's taken a while, but I've gotten there. And I want to thank each, excuse me, and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It'd be great to have you as a new customer, as a new subscriber. And it's been great talking to everybody out here, working with everybody. So I thought I'd go through the comments here, and these are some of the most recent ones. We've got one here from Poppy's GT Spanky. GT Spanky. I don't know what that means. This is in reference to my video. Stay tuned for a new video today. Employee Appreciation Day in call centers. Yeah, I'm working on that video right now. I haven't finished it yet. Oh, it was a week. So Poppy Spanky is saying that it was a week of employee appreciation. So I created an employee appreciation video, which I'm editing right now. I haven't finished it yet. But they usually give you one day. And there were games and pizza. Yay. Oh, look. Sven is with us today. Sven, can you see Sven? Sven has befriended Oingo Boingo. The force be with you, Sven. Let's see. Miles Prower says, there's no such thing as appreciation in a call center. That is very true. I'm making a video about Appreciation Day, Employee Appreciation Day, which is where the management decides to throw a party for all of us peons that answer the phones. And they bring in pizza and magicians and Wheel of Fortune wheels and throw koosh balls around and do everything short of make you look like a complete idiot. So this is a response to my video, Crazy People Who Call in the Call Centers. This is from Stargate 371. Love the vibe, brother. Keep it up. Thanks, Stargate. I appreciate that. This is for one of my live videos from yesterday. It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh no, this is from this morning when I was on my walk. See, you're Antonio 4426. They say I work in a call center, and every year the place more and more requirements get your they place more and more requirements to get your bonus. It's crazy. Personally, I think managers and executives are keeping that money for themselves. I got a lot of stories to tell. I wish you'd tell them to me. I'm trying to make a documentary. So if you want to DM me, send me a direct message to skatingbearstudios@gmail.com and we can talk. Maybe you want to be my documentary about call centers, that is. But yeah, I agree. The requirements to get your bonus every year are just insane. They make it insanely hard. It's done intentionally. They move the goalposts out, just like YouTube does. They can't constantly move the goalposts out further and further, so it's harder and harder to reach the goal, and you're constantly stuck in the same place. Let's see. I gotta like these. I didn't like these, and heart them, and give them little thumbs up, everybody. Let's see here. This is from Your Antonio 1440. I'm sorry, 4426. I don't know where I got 1446 from. No idea. If you think you are right and this is happening all over the world, they have us all in the hamster wheel. We get distracted with a lot of issues. And with the economy the way it is, we can barely make it to the end of the month. Nobody has time or energy to really think and question what the elites are doing with us. Keep up the good work. Thanks there. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be true. They call all of the people like me conspiracy theorists, but it seems like it's all a lie. And they keep us chasing after the wind, chasing after that dangling carrot. We're distracted. Before you know it, you're my age, and your life is behind you, and you've wasted a lot of time chasing after the wind. You're chasing after nothing. You're chasing after things you'll never obtain. And I know a lot of people that get there. They get to the top. My wife is an example. She was just about to be promoted to vice president. She had been with the company for 15 years, and then the axe fell. And with no explanation, of course. They don't tell you why, but she was loved by her employees, which is rare. Very rare. My wife's a very rare individual. She's a very good employee. She's a very focused, sensitive, caring person in general. But as an employer or as an employee, she's excellent. And she has since heard from her employees that remained after the layoff that they miss her a great deal. The new person that took her place sucks rotten eggs. So this is Jesus is Luke Skywalker 4294. Hey there, I've seen you before on here. Jesus is Luke Skywalker. I like that. So disappointed. This is in response to what we would do. What will the day after tomorrow bring? Meaning. I recorded this yesterday. So today is the election day here in the United States for the United States presidential election. And I was just saying, we think the world's going to fall apart here in the United States, and everybody's worried if Donald Trump's going to get in, so on and so forth. So Jesus says, so disappointing, the majority of people aren't up in arms about all the nonsense and keep falling for divisive. Good Lord, I went to school in Ohio. Divisive tactics. There doesn't need to be guns, if you ask me. Justice could be done quite peacefully if people could be responsible about it. I think 90% of the Truth Committee are a bunch of fakers, squeezing donations out of unsuspecting viewers. Seriously, there are guys pulling huge incomes and not putting anything back in. At least that Dr. Shiva for President's guy gives away free bumper stickers. Yeah, you're right. I've thought that too. There's a lot of guys like Dan Bongino, that guy from England. I can never remember his name. Russell Brand. They're always like, the sky is falling, run for the hills, run. But they don't give you any guidance. They don't tell you what to do. They just spread more and more fear. And I think that's awful. I think it's really terrible. Because, you're right, it could be solved peacefully. If we had a legitimate legal system, which we don't anymore, it could all be solved right away, but it's not going to be. Because all the attorneys and all the judges and all the congressmen and senators and all those people are bought and sold by the corporations, the pharmaceutical companies, and the pedophiles and all that stuff. So nobody can get a break. Thank you for the comment. Let's see here. At AJW_3153 in response to the same video. What will the day after tomorrow bring us? Love these vids. Makes my day to hear your thoughts and rambles in the car. Thank you very much for the response. Yeah, I like to ramble in the car. When I get in the car, my mind starts going. I'm focused. I'm very focused on the road. But at the same time, these thoughts bombard my brain. I have all kinds of thoughts. Kind of wild. Let's see here. This chat's for you. Looks great in my honest opinion. I'm not certain what you mean by that because I don't remember what I said in the video. Oh, I think I was talking about how I'm going to have a video. I'm going to be live this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to chat with people live. And I think the audio in my live broadcast the other night was bad. See, Jeff XCC says, damn, missed the live. Yeah, Jeff, I'll be live again this Wednesday. That would be Tuesday, or that'd be Wednesday, November 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you missed it the other night, I'll be back. I'll be back, Maria, what are my cigars? Let's see, in response to is call center work the most degrading work? They are jobs, not careers. People make careers out of jobs. Yeah, they're jobs, but I don't think you'd ever make a career out of it. Some people do make careers out of call center work, and some people do advance and go to other departments, but not too many. I haven't seen very many people really go beyond, at least in the 2000s. In the 1990s, a bunch of us got promoted. When I was at GT Wireless, most of us started in the call center, but we all got either lateral or vertical promotions out of the call center. I went to marketing, then I went over to quality assurance, and I had quite a good experience at that company. And then they got bought out by Altel, and then they got bought out by Verizon, and they shut down the call center. Thank you for the comment there, RTM661. See here. Response to how call centers shape our perception of reality. Jonah DG890 says, no better way to learn the evil of corporatism and immunize you against the BS corporate Kool-Aid than working in a call center. Oh, amen. Yeah, it's so true, because when you wake up and you're in a call center and you wake up and you realize you're kind of stuck in the dregs in the basement of this building, or the basement of the corporation. You're at the lowest part of the corporation. You're lower than the cleaning people, and you're treated as such. And there's no unions, there's nobody to represent you, there's nobody got your back, everybody's out to get you. You find out how evil corporations are, and they just don't care about anybody. They are ruthless, stab you in the back, groups of predominantly men that will stab you in the back and take your wallet from you while you're bleeding to death on the sidewalk. I make that statement for the employees and the customers. Customers not first, the customers last, because they talk you into walking away, giving up your money, and they walk away from you with your money, and you've got some junky product that you didn't need to begin with. Same for the same, and thank you for the comment, Jonas. Same video. Bobby Joe 7273 says, I never knew it was going to be tough. It is like I am being pushed through limits. Yeah, I'm guessing you work in a call center now. Yeah, I see another comment you made here. You said, it was my first call center. I never knew it was going to be tough, especially talking to customers. Second day was way hard, giving probing questions. Every time I go home, it seems I was pushed to my limits. Yeah, you are pushed to the limits by the supervisors and by the customers. And the one word of advice I would give you is to, this might sound like a simplistic way of looking at it, but don't take it seriously. Number one, I always would get amused when somebody would call me a pickle sucker or something like that, because they don't know me. I know they don't know me, and I know they don't know my sexual preferences, and I know they don't know my mother. You know, they don't know what she was doing in the bedroom. So it's all comical when they come up with this scathing onslaught of attacks, and it's hard to maintain your cool and not get the yips, because in your mind you start thinking to yourself, oh my God, I got to make these numbers. Oh my God, if I don't keep this job, oh my God, my manager's going to be on my back going, push, push, push. You just got to kind of let it roll, and you've got to just go in there and say, hey, if I keep this job, I keep that job. If I don't, I don't, but I'm going to do the best I can every day. And it makes it a lot easier. Another way to make it easy, if you're having problems with the customers, is to picture them in their underwear. Picture them in some ridiculous outfit or looking like a clown, and listen to how silly these people sound. Screaming and yelling over a $35 overdraft in a bank, or whatever it is, because they're too stupid and they can't count, add, and subtract with both hands and both feet. They're just morons. Most of the people in the country or around the world are morons. Let's see here. For working in a call center sucks, run away. Quickman 1047 says, this was my one application that got me an interview. In 1 week into training. Oh, I'm 1 week into training, and I think I'm going to quit tomorrow. Yeah, it's rough. Training sucks, man. It's so awful. I get anxious answering the phones. You only got 1 week of training, or they already have you on the phones. They must have put you on the phones right away. I get anxious and get anxious. Yeah, I get anxious. Sounds like a stomach condition Jimmy Stewart would get. Honey, I've got anxious in my stomach. I get anxious answering the phones only every now and again in another job. Clocking in at 7:30 and taking calls right away would kill me. I'm only working as a placeholder for something like payroll or booking, so I'd rather go do something more than this for my speed, like physical ground work. I don't know, maybe you're better off delivering for Amazon or something, or working something like that. Because yeah, sitting there all day, just sitting stagnant in the chair all day with your ass planted in the chair, people screaming at you is hard. I'll do a couple more here. We got PTPOP live from Costco. Yeah, I go to Costco, and I'm amazed that nobody gets into fist fights in Costco, because the Costco here, now I heard one guy told me, and maybe we'll get to this comment. One guy told me that when he goes to Costco, the parking lot is full. There's no place to park, so he has to drop his wife off at the door, and he goes and drives around, goes back home, and comes back and picks her up like in an hour. It's so bad. So when we go, it's just like, it's madhouse in the parking lot. It's crazy. But he says here, when it comes to call center work, have you heard of the term ratcheting? No. Now, you've said this a couple times in a couple different videos. I don't even know what that is. Call center videos on TikTok? Yeah, thank you for that, Dennis Anderson. I said it was hilarious. Thank you so much. Cries when it's time to log in. Yeah, it's sad when you log in at the call center. This is RB8733. This is the last one I'll do here. Just found your channel yesterday. Digging it. I work for myself, which can be dicey sometimes, but I've always heard the horror stories about call centers. I live near Progressive, and sad stories I've heard kept me far away from that world. Your stories prove my intuition was right. Nice room, guitars, and art. Oh, thanks, dude. So you live near Progressive. Do you live here in Cleveland? Because they're headquartered right here, Cleveland. I've been in their building. I had a friend that worked there, and he took me in. They had a whole huge gym there, and we'd go there and work out. And then in between shifts, you know, he'd go outside and smoke a bowl in his car, because he was doing sales in the call center. He was always getting stoned in his car. So keep an eye out for me. Thanks for everybody who got me to 9,000 subscribers. Thanks for all your comments and your support. You've all been great. I'm still on here. I have 2 community strikes on here. I don't know when the 3rd one will fall. I'm trying to keep my nose clean. While I'm on here, thanks to everybody's watched and got me to 9,000 subscribers. Watch out for me this Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll be going live to take your live comments. It'll be like a live comment night. And I posted something about it earlier. We'll see if it works. See if my microphone works. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm PTPOP, and hasta la vista, baby.